Welcome back, everyone, for another GenCon interview, and I believe this is going to be the last one. So I saved George Massu for the last interview. There might be one more, but that's not going to be planned. If it happens, it happens. So, George, how has it been since last year? I know we've talked a couple times on Skype, but now it's GenCon again. This is where the big boys play. And how you feeling about it? You know, it's
It always seems to roll up on me like just quick as hell. Heck, man. We're only like a few days away, and it still really hasn't even hit me yet. Nah, you
I
know.
feel the same way. I feel the same way.
Yeah, same here. I probably won't feel anything until I start driving out to Indy.
Yeah. I mean, this is we've got this. I feel like this year is a lot different than well, this is my second year going, so I can't
Right.
talk about the other ones. But last year was, everyone was talking about, the Justice League team base, but that Justice League team base was starting to kind of like not be popular because of Heroes for Hire. So then Ghost Rider's really popular. But this year, it seems like it's a little bit more wide open, and there's a lot more. I feel like a lot more crazier things that we might not know about. What are your thoughts? Obviously, you probably brought one of the most unique. Well, I think you did bring the most unique, and a lot of people thought your team that you brought last year was the best team, or it felt like the
Thank
best
you.
team. But you know how dice games are, and just things don't work out all the time the way you plan it. But what are you feeling like this year, man? I mean, obviously you can't give away anything, but I don't know, what are your thoughts so far?
I like the diversity in the field. That is always fun. I like going and representing, myself in these tournaments when I compete against other players, and then seeing what they have to bring, and then their strategies, their thoughts and philosophies on the game. So I really like a diverse field. I really like it a lot. But like you said, if what you mean by the crazy unknown that you mentioned earlier,
Yeah, a little bit.
I'm really happy that a lot of that, just as quickly as a lot of this crazy stuff pops up, it's also getting nerfed at the same time too, because it really has no place in the game. It fosters, I think, an unhealthy environment, and I'm glad that whoever makes these decisions, comes out and says, hey, if we want to have a really healthy gameplay and a Gen Con, then we need to curb this type of these corner case effects of these different interactions. So I'm really happy about that.
You know, now those things have been discussed a little bit. I mean, do you want to talk about them, or do you want me to bring them up? I mean, there was the sniper rifle. Actually, I had
Just
an
one at
inter-
a time. We'll do like one at a time. If you want to do sniper rifle first, I can give you my opinion.
yeah. Let's just go right into it.
Okay, so years back, the game abandoned, hypersonic and full range attacks. It was abandoned. It was unhealthy, and it wasn't very fun. It made hypersonic very, very powerful. And so with a sniper rifle, you get, the wording says one thing, but the intention is another thing. So I like these intention-based rulings because there's, like, with the addition of traits, special powers and things like that, you have so many different interactions of powers that it's very hard to keep track of. It's very hard to say this is the outcome of character A and character B from 2 years ago. And between them, we've made 1,000 different characters with 1,000 different powers. It's very hard to catch all that stuff. So
Right.
I'm very happy that that they can squash all that and just say, look, that's not the intent. That's not how it's going to be run. So I'm a fan of that.
Yeah. So I would assume most of us are, because it was starting to get down to the crunch time. Like, what was it, Friday? They came out with this new rule change. So like up until Friday, a lot of people are thinking, are we going to have to deal with a lot of this stuff that might how do I say it? I don't want to say damage the game, but like you go to the tournament and you see it and you're just like, really? That's
Right. It fosters an unhealthy environment. It really does.
yeah.
Like, I don't think it was ever intended for Batmite to pull a character off the map at 25 points, and then they become 250 points as a member of your force. I definitely don't think that was an intention of, Batmite was created last year or something like that, and then this year the possession figures. I don't think that bridge was ever meant to be connected in between that time. I just think it was something that happened.
Right.
So when it comes up, I really think that the arbiters and the judges should have enough authority to say, look, this is a corner case scenario. We need to take some sort of corrective action to it. So I like their response. And to me, it's no different than a set that drops 2 weeks before. People are scrambling to get their pieces. They're scrambling to figure out, what's good in the set, what's not, and it all happens relatively, very just like on the doorstep of each event. So a rule change is not so different. And it looks like your face is frozen, so you might be gone. So that's kind of unfortunate. We did talk about this earlier. So hopefully he'll be back on in like a minute or so. Some more about, I guess, whatever you want to call it, broke mechanics. It really takes away from the strategies of the game. Okay, because now you have characters, or I should say not characters, individuals who are building just to find these little bugs in the game. Okay, it's not very healthy for the game at all. So when these are discovered, these little bugs, like there has to be some sort of patch programming or some arbitration involved. And so I'm very happy about that. Poor Ryan, he's gone. I'll text him here and see if he can jump back on or not. Sorry to ruin everyone's experience tonight. I was hoping this was going to be a fun show. But it's kind of hard to talk when you're just the only person in the room. There's no socializing. Too funny. Well, maybe I bugged out. Huh? Okay. Okay, guys, I'm going to, if this is live, I'm going to close out of this. Hopefully Ryan can open up a new session, and we'll get started again for you.